Welcome to the Marmut's How To series, a walkthrough of Marmut.app, your smart analyst assistant for business research and analysis. In this video, we'll do a quick walkthrough on how to parse a document such as an invoice. Here's a sample invoice. Please note the payer and payee details, as well as the services for which the billing was done along with the amount and tax charged. Now let's go to our Marmut application. First, let's check out if we already have any recipe which could serve our purpose. Click on Create Own Recipe from the left panel. You can see a whole bunch of recipes with the most recently created ones appearing at the top. We can see a recipe with the name Invoice Parsing which could fit the bill. Let's go to the Modify column to see the details. Click the spanner button which will allow you to edit your recipe. You can now edit your previously saved recipe by not changing the name Invoice Parsing. If you change the name, it will be saved as a new recipe. Here you can also see all the fields that will be provided to you at the end of the research/analysis job when the recipe is executed. Each of the fields has a description for what the Go Marmut agent, the brains behind the Marmut application, must do. Let's add a field of our own for date as we see that it is currently not being captured. Click on Add Field button at the bottom left, which creates a new field. Give it a name which in our case would be something like date. We're adding a description to find the date while referring to a document being attached, which is basically our sample invoice. The description is the most crucial element of creating a recipe, as it serves as the primary instruction to the agent. You can iterate on the field's description in case you don't get the desired results. The Format section, an optional input, allows you to obtain the final output in a desired format. The Tools section, another optional input, is for a more advanced use case where you want individual control over each of the fields. Best to not change it in our case. Now click on Save Recipe and your invoice parsing recipe is updated. Exit the pop-up and click on Build Research Data to start off the job. Select Start New Research and then the next panel containing Recipe, Ingredients and Base appears. Let's first select our recipe by clicking on Select Recipe button. Select your updated invoice parsing recipe which would appear right at the top as it was most recently updated. Next, under the Ingredients section, we need to select our sources for the research job. Since we only have a file that we need to process and don't have any dependency on external information, we only need to select Local Documents checkbox. Click the Reference Documents button to open the pop-up to upload our target document. We can now see all the documents that we've saved on the platform from earlier. If you don't have the document already on the list, then click on Choose Files button and select one or more of your target invoice documents that you'd like to process. Then click on Add Local Files to upload. Allow it a little while to upload. Once it's done, you will see it on the list and can select it by checking the Select checkbox. Close the pop-up once you've done that. In the Base section, select Files only as we are referring to a file in our case in our instructions. Click Next to move the final panel. Click on Start Cooking to start the research job. Allow Marmut to get to work and parse the document to fetch all the information as per the instructions we've provided in our recipe. And there you have it, all our fields generated by the Marmut platform for the invoice uploaded. Do remember, you can do this for many documents in one go. That concludes this How To series video on invoice parsing. See you on the next one.